Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will put toe together and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field and they'll have the ball first. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivered. On the line.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Trying to get to him. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed into his decision-making this game.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw it. Got it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Let's it fly! He makes the catch at the end zone! Touchdown, Knights!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drop.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Touchdown, Green Wave. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? To the ground with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Knights will hustle to the line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era in the Big 12. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Great move there. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Off the play fake. throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Nothing but green ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good pickup on second down there, leaves them with 3rd and 2. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, UCF! What a catch and run for 6.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like...
There he goes to the right. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tulane. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice run, rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
On to attempt the try. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Knights decide to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. The option look. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Man, what a nice run by the Q. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throwing right. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. The back goes in motion. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. With that run, he breaks through the 3,000-yard mark for his career.
Man, that says a lot about you. When you rush for 3,000 yards in this world where it's pass-happy, that you got a guy that, no, I'm going to give him touches because he's productive. Palmer, it's led to 3,000 yards.
And that's a lot when you consider it. So
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Right down the gut of the field. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? A little screen to the running back. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He'll just keep slinging it. Snags it over the middle.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Johnson wants to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Got his man all by himself. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Direct snap. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. A strike downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Fires on the move. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 30. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. This guy can throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't come. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll toss it. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Got a wide-open receiver. Running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it first and 10 in plus territory. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson looking to throw. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Green Wave! save. And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, UCF 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going up top. Snags it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Off he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're bringing heat. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the fake works if he can get the first. And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picked up the first down on the fake. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make him.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Getting set for the point after. Just got a little casual. Extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And if we can draw your attention to the sky, what an amazing sight this is. Now, not everyone knows that the 50-yard line of UCF Stadium lines up with the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, and from that view, I think you can see why. One final quarter to play, and we'll have to see if we can get everyone's focus back on the game after this spectacular event. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. It's complete on the right side. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Push down for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This drive will open from the 15. With the catch, it's Bruce. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. And the defense is all. And down he goes. 7th play of the drive coming up. they'll run the option. Quick toss. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
He'll pitch it. At the 35, he's got room. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that. Forced to go out and get it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Ran through the contact, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call, what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Got enough space. Can't. Playing to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now, and this is shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 35 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Henson. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. Start, I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He caught it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Runs through a tackle. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And
that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one. Lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stuff. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Tulane! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Looking left. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the outside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer and David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.